Hey everybody, it's Ray and
Ken?
from Two Drunk Brothers Garage. We're still down here in Michigan together. Um, we're going to do the motor mounts on the 70 GTO. They're pretty, they're pretty
Pretty wore
gone.
out.
Yeah, they're pretty
It's
gone.
pretty much no rubber left in them.
Yeah, I'll get down underneath there with the phone once we get it up on jack stands and show you where the motor's sitting on the um,
Block.
no, the motor pan is sitting on the
Cross member.
sway bar.
Yeah.
The steering. I'll get down there and show you guys the where the oil pan's sitting on the steering arm sway bar. So anyhow, we just good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you
Wherever
guys
you're
are.
at.
Here's the car back here behind us. We're getting ready to put it up on jack stands, and yeah, here we go. So it's kind of hard to see down in here, but the motors, the motor mount's down back underneath that exhaust shield there. We might be able to pull that shield off and get at it a little bit better. And that's the driver's side. And then here's the navigation side, the passenger side. We just got to get down in there and get that motor mount out. Now get down and show you guys where the engine's sitting. But we're gonna
Jack it up, put it on some jack stands so we can get up underneath it.
and hopefully we can do this without a whole lot of picking up on that motor or not. We'll see what happens. So here's my gap from the steering arm underneath the motor, and that's actually, I think, when the car is down on the ground, obviously, because we got it up on jack stands. Suspension has changed a little bit. I actually think when it's sitting on the ground, that's actually touching. And so now we're going to change these motor mounts because they were really not good. When it's down, they're squishy, especially the driver's side one. I think the driver's side one's worse than the passenger side one.
Yeah, I think it is.
But we're gonna change these out, see if it changes our gap here, and hopefully it takes care of that clunking noise we got. I don't know the clunking
It's like a
noise that
vibration
I'm hearing.
noise when you put in reverse the most.
Well, the vibration is I'm pretty sure is the motor vibrating where it's
Yeah.
hitting here, because my son has a picture of this when it was on the ground. The oil pan is sitting right on this steering arm. So first thing we're going to try, like I said, is the motor mounts. That one you can see it's all cracked and everything. So that one's really squishy. But this is what we're doing. We'll try to keep
Keep you posted.
you posted as we go along. Touch it.
All right. Ray's gonna show you some stuff underneath the car.
We got block across the oil pan so we don't crush it. We got it lifted up. Both motor mounts are off of the frame mount. And now I'm just working on getting those bolts out. The rubber is a lot less squishy. Working on getting that one out, but those it's hard to get a socket or a wrench in there when the rubber is pushing out against the bolt. So, but we're working on it. We got a lot more room there right now, but that'll come back down. We'll see what we gain for gap. There's the new starter I put in the last time I worked on this car. That's a whole nother story. Anyhow, passenger side will be next. We'll do these one at a time. Get this motor set back down there. We'll bring you back down here in a little bit. So I figured something out. Once we got that bolt broke loose, it's hard to get in there with a wrench with that rubber, but they put these little notches in the sides of this hex bolt, and if you get a big screwdriver, you can back the bolt out, grabbing those notches. Now, I don't know if that's how the Pontiac engineers intended it. If they did, kudos to them. If not, problem solved, because it was a pain to get a ratchet up in there. It's not fast. It's taking time. but it's coming out.
Well, should have did better.
I'll bring you guys back down here after we get this one out. This is the driver's side one. But it's going to be a little bit time to get this out of here. All right, guys, now I'm back here at the back of the driver's side. It's focusing, but it's the same thing. The bolt is up there. The starter bracket is on there. I'm trying to get this, guys, so it won't focus on the starter, but it's... But I'm still doing the same thing here. Using, I already got the bolt broke loose. Just using those notches in that head of that bolt and backing that bolt out, because it's a lot easier to do this than it is to get a wrench or even a socket up there with the rubber squished out around that bolt. Once again, not sure if this is the way they designed it, but it sure is working pretty slick for me. So, success, everybody.
Yay.
Driver side out.
Wow.
Here, I'll take it up in
Pretty
there.
squishy. And that is that one with the goofy tab.
Is it?
So, here's the starter. We'll wipe down. I got another oil leak in here somewhere. I think it's the pan gasket again. But we'll get the new mount in here. Go over to the passenger side. So here's the new mount for the driver's side. And this side there looks pretty clean. But this side over here, we noticed, still got some of the
Rubber.
rubber on there. So we're going to go ahead and Kenny's going to knife that clean right now. Just so we get a good bite with the sockets on the metal tab. I don't think that rubber needs to be in there, but these are from Ames Performance, I think, is where we bought these.
Anchor replacement parts.
Dakota, is that correct? We bought these from Ames Performance?
I don't remember.
I think.
The ones I bought from was from Rock Auto, I think, or something.
No, I think Kenny's still working on getting
Well,
the rubber cut out of there. And just for the record, it was Summit Performance that we bought one set of. My son bought a set, but I also had a set in the trunk that came after we did the engine work last time. And so we have two sets, and one of them's from Advanced Auto Parts is the other one. But they were both anchor replacement parts. 2255 and 2256, and I believe 2256 is the
driver's side.
driver's side. And now Kenny's got that cleaned up. Some more rubber on there. We're gonna go stick this driver's side in there and work on the passenger
There was a
side.
big glob of it in the hole. I already had scraped that out.
Here we go. So we're just doing a comparison of the new and the old. Here's the, I'm assuming the original motor mount. We're just making sure everything looks pretty much the same. We did notice a couple differences. This is obviously a lot harder than this. This is definitely, the rubber is just
Blowed out.
blowed out.
Yeah, rubber's always ruining the fun.
And you guys heard it. Rubber's always ruining the fun, and that's probably true. But these are a little different. There's metal tabs, a little less rubber here than it seems here. This could just be old. And this tab here is all metal now. This one looks like the actual ears were just rubber. There's,
Just think it's overflow.
yeah,
Maybe.
but look, this
Oh,
one
yeah.
this one was flat metal, and this one's got the tab.
Right.
This has got a metal tab on this side, but it was rubber coated. This has just got the metal tab. It's not rubber coated, so. But that's about the only difference. I'm pretty sure it's going to be better. I think that we will probably have a lot more clearance after getting
At least an inch.
these replaced. So, just wanted to do a comparison, new to old.
video. And it's running.
Okay. Got the new mount up in there. Got the bracket. This back driver side has this bracket that is just a rear support for the starter. Got that one started up in the block. And now we're going to move to the front here. Front side of the engine. Got to get this one started in the block. Then we'll get her tightened up. And we'll do the passenger side. Film that. And then we'll get this set down. And get the mount bolts back through the frame mount. Alright, so we got the driver's side one back up in there and tightened down. That's the front bolt. Rear bolt with the mount for the starter there. Now, on to the passenger side. That's next. I think Kenny's going to get down here and get greasy on this one. Kenny's down there. He's already got the front bolt out of that, and he's working on the back one back there. You can see the ratchet going in. It's kind of trying to get the phone down in there. He's already got the front one out. He's a lot quicker at it than I am. Of course, I already told him all the secrets about pushing on it with this.
Well, I'm trying to see if this one's, I don't know if this one's loose yet. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Right, and then that front one, actually, he reached up there and pushed it once with the screwdriver and did the rest by hand, so.
I just can't get my hand in between the cross member and the exhaust.
Yeah, there's a, you know, we used to complain about, well, we complain about the new cars
Being tight,
but there were some tight spots back here on these old cars, but it's still better than doing spark plugs on a Buick Rendezvous.
Oh my
that
God.
video is coming up. You guys won't believe it. Maybe you will. It's probably the worst vehicle I've ever written on. What the heck?
the same.
The same. All right, guys, we'll keep showing you progress. Kenny was actually able. He's got the ratchet on
Here, you want
that
me to
back
take it?
one. No, I'm filming.
Can you see down here?
Yeah, I got the head of the ratchet, and you turn it. It looks like you got good movement.
Oh, yeah,
around
I
the
got
exhaust
good.
now. I can't trying to get down to show you guys the socket.
Well,
There's
if
the
you
socket.
want to hand it to me, I'll
Okay.
hand it down here. Which way you coming? Right there. Let me get that. So this is the other, and I'm getting good. Yeah, it keeps going in and out of focus. Sorry about that. And this is about ready to fall on my head. I think the bolt is just about out. Yep, there she comes. Okay, pull that out of the way. Grab this bolt. And then, let's see which way is.
Out the front, maybe?
Alright, I'm gonna have to probably, let's see, yep, I can go out the front with it. And here is the passenger side.
All right.
Notice I have the metal tab. Yep, that has the same metal tab as the other one.
So there's the passenger side, a little different than the driver's side. That tab right there is the only difference. 52 years of oil grime really softened this. This one's actually, passenger side's a little firmer than the driver's side. Driver's side one's pretty soft, pretty squishy.
You know, they have two different positions for this, for these motor mounts on this.
There's the new one.
I'm just noticing that, brother. There's like two different positions.
There's the new one. The tab is a little different, a little longer. I hope that's not going to hit anything. Pretty much the same guy. We're going to clean up the pad down there. Kenny is just saying he notices there's different mounting positions on the block, and I'm pretty sure that's because Pontiac motors went across different platforms, and it depended on which car where the motor needed to be in the engine bay. That's why they cast it into all the blocks. So
Right.
that would be my assumption. I could be wrong. But Kenny's cleaning up the bolts, going to clean up the pad. We'll get the new one in there and start putting her back together. All right, guys, Kenny's going to put the new mount back up in there. I'm going to film it from the top side while he slides it in there. He's going to get it lined up, and hopefully he remembers which.
Yeah.
Wow, there we go. Yeah,
Yep.
He's got it lined up.
Yep, it's lined up.
You need a bolt.
Yep, need a bolt.
We're putting a little anti-seize on them, so don't know if it's required, but
Don't hurt.
don't think it hurts. But we're just doing this in my son's garage. I'll pan back here a little bit. Just got it up on jack stands here.
Okay.
My son's garage. It's a little tighter fit in here than it was in his old garage, but hey,
Ready for
we're working in the
bolt?
garage. Kenny's ready for another bolt. Already got a little anti-seize on it.
Let's see if I can. I might have to put this one in the extension because I don't think I can get my hand.
That's what I did with the driver's side, was I did put it in the extension.
I don't know if I want the wobbly part right now, though. Hopefully this hole is lined up. This is what I can't see.
Gotta just do it by feel sometimes, brother.
That's right.
Mechanics like things finger tight too, so, you know.
Yep. Oh. Okay, bolt. Why are you not starting?
Alright, so Kenny's got that one in and mounted. I'm gonna hand you guys down to him and he can show down there.
So there's the front bolt. Where are we at here? Right in between there. There's the front bolt. And then the back bolt back here is all nice and tight. Now we just gotta let the motor down, set onto the chassis,
Get the frame bolts back in.
and get the frame bolts back in.
Kenny's got the passenger one. Looks like it lined up first. He's running the bolt in there. That's the frame bolt. I don't know if we'll be able to see it coming out the back side of that mount or not.
Probably not.
The threads on the new mounts were just a little, we should have ran the bolt in through them and cleaned them up a little bit when we got it out, when we had it out of the car. It should just should have ran, clean out the threads a little bit, but it was a little tough starting, but we got it. Kenny's gonna gorilla snap this one off.
I'm gonna call that good. All right. All right, everybody. We're just wrapping up, putting the last body mount bolt in on the driver's side. Had a little trouble, but we got it. The
Engine mount bolt.
engine mount. That's what I meant to say. Engine mount. But the long bolt that holds the two pieces of the mount together. Finishing that up on the driver's side. We had a little trouble with it. Whoa! Oh! The mount that has a fixed nut for that bolt, it started spreading it out when I first started putting it in, so we had to get in there with a pry bar to get it started, push it back. But I think Ray's just about got her. We'll get back on here in a minute and wrap this up.
So I got that bolt up in there tight. There it is over Hold on a second, Kitty. I took my light away. There's the bolt up there. Through the nut. You guys can see the shiny threads a little bit. We might have cross-threaded that first thread or two, but she went in there. Now, we got the jack underneath here. Kenny's gonna... There's the gap we're dealing with. Hopefully, Kenny's gonna let the jack down right now. And hopefully that gap stays better than it was, and it did. Jack is out, and we now have good half inch of clearance, where earlier you guys seen how close it was if it wasn't even already touching. So we had a really not a good sounding clunk when you really bad in reverse. So this was the first thing we decided to do because I knew these motor mounts weren't good. So hopefully we'll put her down on the ground, take it for a ride. Gonna take it for a ride after doing the motor mounts. Straining a little bit, but you know what? It's the car. Rain ain't gonna make it melt. We are gonna throw a little air in the tires though. My son caught that one of them was a little low.
Alright everybody, we got the motor mounts on the GTO and we're headed out for the first test ride. And Chad, if you don't want to be in the video, just let me know. I won't.
You're fine.
Because this is going on our YouTube channel.
You're fine. Hello everybody.
My high school buddy Chad, who we've been in contact with since high school, which has been 32 years now.
Known each other since kindergarten.
Yep.
But we didn't really meet back up until about 2 years ago. It had been 30 years.
I hope these windows roll down good.
They're down. Oh, it is AC.
Yeah, it's a little, no, there's no AC, but
Yeah.
it's a little warm.
Little stuff. But, you know what I don't hear anymore going around corners?
Yeah.
No more clunking.
Yep.
We'll see. Right here, we'll see.
Don't hear it.
Do not.
So the clunking noise is gone.
It appears to be. First stop we're doing is O'Reilly Auto Parts so we can get some windshield wipers for this. Hopefully they'll have them.
Right?
I think the next thing we'll do is shocks and springs and maybe get a full front end bushing kit.
Yeah, she's got lots of body roll.
Alright, let's get her on the...
Oh, fuck.
She runs alright.
Yeah. The motor ain't flopped over in its cradles.
You really got to plan your approach into things with these brakes.
Mushy.
They're just 52 years old. They might need a little TLC.
Yeah.
She's got a little bog when you get right in there. She chirped them in the second.
It just probably needs, like you said, a carburetor rebuild.
We need a little tune-up on it. She's pretty smooth down the road. I don't know what the speed limit is here, 45, I guess. There we go. Kenny's taking her for a little drive now. We've been out running some errands. Chad's still hanging out here. Kenny just burned the tires off on me here, too.
What do you expect?
Here's your keys. Running red lights. He's gonna get us in trouble with the popos here pretty quick. Yeah, he hasn't. It's been a while since he's felt the power under his right foot. You smiling up there, Ken?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's smiling. Somebody's got a pretty nice Dodge Ram van towing a, is that a Duster or a Demon?
Something like that. It's hard to tell.
Pretty nice. You gotta love the Detroit metro area for car spotting.
Yeah, it does sound like it's not shifting, but it is. I felt it shift.
Did you?
Yeah.
I guess it's.
Little exhaust rattle there.
Kenny really trying to burn up the tires on me here.
Hey everybody, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Cheers from Two Drunk Brothers Garage.